prepare to race onto the field. Everything is riding on this football game. So there's a special intensity, a special urgency. Here come the Volunteers. Wherever you listen throughout the world, it's football time in Tennessee.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley, and I know I just dropped a video earlier today, but sometimes you got to put in a little overtime. So I am back with a news update, a roster update on players that were suspended that we thought may be on the way out the door, but we'll drop that update here in just a moment. First and foremost, as always, go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. If you will so kindly just press that thumbs up. Also, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop new content. So let's get into the article, and that is this. This is on SI.com. Article from Matthew Ray. It says Josh Heupel provides update on suspended players ahead of the summer. Let's go down and see what it says. Josh Heupel's first set of spring practices are in the rearview mirror, and Tennessee's attention has shifted to the season opener against Bowling Green. Since arriving in Knoxville, Heupel has been tasked with revamping the culture, and that is a big thing that we're going to talk about in this video, is the culture and family and when to quit and give up on family. The article goes on to say, changing the culture, and he had to deal out several suspensions over the spring. It says following an incident at Stokely Residence Hall, 4 Tennessee players, Aaron Willis, Isaac Washington, Caden Salter, and Martavius French were suspended indefinitely from the team. This is where it kind of got interesting, and I didn't really know what was going to happen with this incident. It says that Washington and French both entered the transfer portal. Well, and then, rumors start to circulate. We all start questioning what's going to happen with Aaron Willis and Caden Salter, especially after Josh Heupel goes out into the transfer portal and gets Joe Milton, a 5th scholarship quarterback on this roster. And I'm not here to debate that. I'm not here to tell you guys why I think he went and did that. We've had tons of arguments on this channel, good, healthy debate, and all that's fine. But when Josh Heupel goes and adds a 5th scholarship quarterback, and then 2 of the 4 players involved in this incident hit the transfer portal, you kind of start to question why. Were they asked to leave? Were they forced out? Did they see the writing on the wall? And then we all start to wonder, is Aaron Willis and Caden Salter going to follow suit? The article goes on to talk about Aaron Beasley also being suspended. I just do not see Aaron Beasley making his way back to the team. But this article was written, it was based off of an interview with Josh Heupel on 99.1 The Sports Animal. The quote here is, those guys are currently in the process of just earning their way back inside the program, Heupel said. He goes on to say that there's a standard of what it means to be a student here at the university. There's a standard of what it means to represent this football program and this athletic department. Our kids are going to live right, do right. That's on the field, that's off the field, but we also understand that kids are going to make mistakes, and you give them an opportunity to grow, and look forward to those guys going through that process here during the course of summer. Just closing out the article here, it says sources have indicated to BR2 on SI that Salter and Willis are expected back within the program later in the summer, likely June, but there has been no mention of Beasley at this point. He was expected to be a first-team player at the linebacker position for the VAWLS. If Beasley is able to return with Willis, Tennessee's linebacker depth would drastically improve. I just do not see Beasley working his way back. And that's where the question comes in. That's where this gets difficult when you're looking at this. You talk about family. You talk about creating a family atmosphere in Knoxville and just what that means. Some of the people in the comments section of this channel talk about family doesn't quit on family. When somebody makes a mistake, you don't kick them out. You don't kick them to the curb. Where do these kids go next? And fortunately for most of them, they do get a second opportunity. That second opportunity just doesn't always come in Knoxville. So when we look at this, all signs indicate it sounds like Caden Salter and Aaron Willis are working their way back onto this football team. I think that is huge news because we all know what Caden Salter brings to the table. Now, I think he shot himself in the foot. I don't see Caden Salter getting an opportunity to start this fall. Maybe as we get into the middle of the season, late in the season, but I personally think if Caden Salter gets an opportunity to start this year, then it's going to be a bad season for Tennessee. Because the other side of that coin is Caden Salter doesn't get an opportunity. Caden Salter redshirts. And what that tells me is somebody on this football team, whether that be Joe Milton, Harrison Bailey, Brian Maurer, Hendon Hooker, somebody stepped up and is leading the charge as the quarterback. Somebody grabbed the bull by the horn. Somebody took advantage of an opportunity, and this football team is clicking. If Caden Salter gets an opportunity, that tells me that not that he won the starting job, but that starting job was lost, and that would be a concern. I feel like Caden Salter shot himself in the foot by making this mistake. Now, as Coach Heupel said in the interview, these kids need an opportunity to grow and learn. Kids make mistakes. Also sounds like Aaron Willis is back. This doesn't magically cure or fix the problems at linebacker. This team still has problems at linebacker. But Aaron Willis coming back adds depth, especially on top of the news that Juwan Mitchell is transferring to Tennessee. He is going to be the leader of that defense. Getting Juwan Mitchell in the transfer portal was huge. So now I look for your starting linebackers to be Mitchell and Jeremy Banks. Say what you want about Jeremy Banks in pass coverage. I feel like he does a really good job in the run game. You got to look at a former running back. Hopefully another year, Jeremy Banks is going to show some progress, some development. But adding Aaron Willis back into this mix helps to add a little more depth to that linebacker room. So reading this article from SI.com, it's encouraging. I was concerned once we saw that Washington and French had entered the transfer portal. So again, good news with this article, good news for this football program. The question I have is, when is something too much? When do you give up on a kid, or when do you protect them? When do you look at them as family? I want to know what the difference is between Washington and French compared to Salter and Aaron Willis. Or to take it a step further, I've been on record of saying that if the allegations against Aaron Beasley are true, then you got to cut him loose. But what happens to Aaron Beasley when you cut him loose? Where does he go? Where does he go from here? How does he learn and grow? It's a difficult discussion to have. Leave me a comment, guys. Let me know what you think. I would like to know what you guys think about the whole situation. When do you give up? When do you cut a kid loose? Versus when do you give them a second opportunity and a chance to grow? Leave me a comment. Let me know. If you have not done so yet, please smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. I know these are two videos back to back, just right on top of each other. Hope you guys enjoy the extra content. Lastly, before I head out the door, make sure you do check out the official merchandise of the Talkin' VAWLS Network. You can go to bonfire.com/store/TalkinVaws. We've got the brand new Egghead 2.0 shirts. These shirts are available in multiple styles, colors, different options, good quality shirts. We've got the Vol Hoop shirts up there if you guys are interested in those. Good, clean logo. And then my favorite, the State Pride shirt. And then also just the old school logo merch. We got coffee mugs, all that good stuff. Check it out, bonfire.com/store/TalkinVaws. The link to all of this will be in the description below. And just a spoiler alert, we got a really cool retro looking t-shirt dropping this fall. We're going to drop it at the beginning of the season, so stay tuned for that. Really excited about all the designs that my stepbrother is putting together for us. Does a lot of work. He does a lot of work on these logos and designs, and I'm greatly appreciative of that. But I've rambled on too long. That's going to wrap it up. Drop me a comment, hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed. Don't miss out when we go live and drop more content. This is the Talkin' VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.
The